Yeah.
Welcome to Around Town with today's guest, Shenet Beasley, Community Ambassador for the Inspired Network. And I'm Richard Blackwell. And now here are your hosts, Tanya Bayne.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. So we are about to start our health and wellness segment of the Around Town show. And today I have with me my very special guest, Shenet Beasley. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here with you today.
All right, great. You know, I love working with you. So,
Yes.
you know, I'm going to share with the audience a little bit about why, about today's topic. I was doing, actually, Shenet and I, you know, are business partners in a similar company. And one of the issues that we address is about the toxic, you know, chemicals that are on the market today. And in doing the research, I found that particularly in the state of Delaware, we are so impacted by the toxicity all around us, you know, in the air and the things that we eat, in the chemicals that we use in our home. And that prompted me to do a little bit of research and ask Shenet to join me in doing that because I kind of call her the doctor as well. And so we're going to talk about, you know, about the toxins that are found in a variety of situations. There are 4 particular issues that I want to address. And sometimes we feel like we don't have control over what it is that, you know, is going on in our environment or in our world. But these are particular issues that we can do something about. So we're going to share those with you. So there are 4 particular issues that we, you know, particularly women, or really anyone can, you know, be aware of. And the first one has to do with safe cleaning products. You know, very often we'll go to the store and we'll look on the back of a can, right? And we'll say, oh, okay, you know, I don't want to have too much sugar in what it is that I eat, right?
Right.
But the same thing applies with the products that we use in our home. And the research that I did is that, you know, there are certain chemicals in cleaning products that have been linked particularly to fertility issues that cause allergies, and that are very difficult to remove. So sometimes we might be wiping the counter off, right? Mm-hmm. And we think we've got it all taken care of, and then, you know, we'll come and we'll serve our dinner. But there very may be some toxic chemicals that we've left on the counter.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, we need to be aware of what it is that we're buying. And the level of toxicity that might be in the cleaning products that we're using. What that also means is that the companies know.
Of course they do.
And they're not informing us.
Not at all.
I wonder why that is. Because they don't have to. Okay, many of those ingredients, many of those companies do not have, are not required by law to let us know what chemicals are in the cleaning products that we have. There's also something else going on, okay? Someplace that I go to regularly.
Okay. All right.
The hair salon.
Yes.
all right, and the nail salon. And this impacts not only the clients, but the employees as well. Did you know that?
Absolutely. I always smell the chemicals in the air when getting either your hair done or the nails done. In some places, they wear the mask, but I don't know how much that is protecting them.
Right. And you would think that we would think twice about what we were doing or why
Right.
when somebody was wearing a mask. So in that particular realm, the salon workers, many of the salon workers are women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so the people who go, the clients, for the majority are women. And as a result of that, we may be harming ourselves, okay?
Right.
Or at least we need to be aware, okay, of what it is that, we're being exposed to. So the chemicals can be dangerous, not only for the person right now, but like what happens when we're around a chemical for an extended period of time?
Right. Those long-term effects. That's definitely what we should be thinking about.
The long-term effects, because that's absorbed in our system,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and could be passed on, if you're of childbearing age. So,
Right.
the possibilities exist there. And Shenet, you were going to share a lot from your experience with the products that you highlight about, some feminine related issues that we need to be aware of.
Yes, yes. I wanted to talk about the feminine care products, or what they call the hygiene products that are available for us to purchase in the stores today.
Okay.
So I've done some research as well, and what the research shows is that many of today's feminine products contain a host of chemicals that may cause cancers, they disrupt hormones, and cause unnecessary allergic reactions. So some of these products include pads, tampons, douches, sprays, washers, and feminine wipes. Now, the industry will tell us that we need these to feel fresh and to feel healthy, but in actuality, a lot of these products are not necessary to have a healthy vaginal area. But I wanted to let you know that 70% of women in the U.S. are using tampons. Between 20 and 50% of the women that are using the other products, we're showing higher rates in communities such as the African American community, the Latino community, and our low income communities. So we're being exposed at a greater rate than many other women. But the products, they contain many ingredients such as spermicides, dyes, fragrances, preservatives, and other byproducts that are caused by the bleaching process. None of these toxic chemicals should be in any type of feminine hygiene product, period. But what I want you to know is that these products are coming in contact with our most absorptive skin on a woman's bodies. And some of these toxic chemicals may or may not be listed as ingredients on these products. It even goes to our fragrance ingredients. That's right, I'm talking about our perfumes. Many fragrance ingredients are made with synthetic chemicals that can cause skin and eye irritations. They can cause hormone imbalances, increased risk of breast cancer. Also in my research, I found that there are very few regulations around the fragrance industry. And studies are showing that phthalates, carcinogens, and allergens are present in these fragrances.
Wow.
And they're used in products from our cleaners all the way up to our tampons. So due to the industry's marketing, many people believe that these products are necessary must-haves, right, for both their health and their self-image. But what we are unaware of is that the fragrance industry is self-regulating.
Wow.
And they're green lighting many of the chemicals that they're using that reputable government agencies have actually banned or deemed as hazardous. There's over 3,000 chemicals that is being used in the fragrance industry. And little did we know that we were exposing ourselves to them every time that we're using these products. So I definitely wanted to share just some tips or ways to avoid these chemicals in our feminine products as well as the fragrance. So we want to reduce our use of feminine products that are not medically necessary for a healthy vagina.
Perfect, yeah.
We want to choose unscented and non-chlorine products. We want to switch brands that are causing us to have irritations and rashes. You know, some people will continue to use them because it's popular, but if it's causing you irritations, it's not something that should be used. And we also can report our symptoms to the company and the FDA by calling 1-800-332-1088. And I think you have some information that you wanted to share as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I've got you on the show, because, you know, we began doing this and doing the research and our eyes were just opened. And that's something, you know, that I feel good about accomplishing, you know, on this segment and on this show. So the question is, so what, now what? What is it that we can do? You gave the number that they can call, but there's some specific actions that we looked at taking, you know, to make some of the changes. The first thing is to contact your representative. Okay, legislation is pending in many areas, in many states, where we can, you know, with our voice and with our vote, we can make a difference. In addition to that, you know, you want to take advantage of the public agencies that are advocating for change in this regard. You know, you can, you know, just find those. They're public meetings that are being held. You can also tell the companies that, you know, you need to know what the products are that they have in there, and you also want to have access to the testing and the results, you know, because this is life-changing. And we have control over what it is that we choose to do. All right, so you want to make the informed, educated, healthy choices for yourself and for your family. You know, there's so many times that, you know, with all the things that are happening in the world, and I'll tell you, sometimes I feel like I don't have control.
Right.
You know, things are happening and they're going on in the government and I don't have control, but truly I do. Mm-hmm. You know, you're now informed. And we can make those necessary choices. Right. We can continue to speak up about it. Do your own research, and make sure that you understand what it is that you are using. We can no longer sit back and allow ourselves to be taken advantage of. You know, there's so many things that we can do, and I'm going to urge each and every one of you to begin to take action. You know, there's action that can be taken. I mean, it's as simple as Googling something, you know, on the internet to find out the information. You can reach out to us here at the program, okay, Around Town with Elizabeth Perkins. You can also go to my website. I'm under Inspire You Now. All right, and I keep information there as well. And what really alarms me is what you said. There's a disproportionate use and exposure to our minorities and people who are not in a position to do that. So thank you for paying attention and tuning in. Thank you, Shenet, for being a guest. I can't wait to have you back. And stay tuned. We're coming back again with Around Town with Elizabeth Perkins and our next special guest, Chantel Tolles. Thank you.